G'days, I'm the Hopfot and welcome to my channel. Well, that's my old greeting, one would have to say, but then of course we're doing something that most YouTubers will generally do in their first video. Here we are, playing, finally, as I said I would eventually, playing Minecraft. It's a wonderful view behind me, as you can see when I look around like this, but let's just change the angle of things here, and there you go. Look at that view. Of course, I don't have a very wide loading distance, but once again, for those of you who watch my videos would know, it's because I have a piece of shit computer. Well, not exactly a piece of shit, but a computer that's not exactly the best at running things. Anyway, it's not exactly the distance that we're here to talk about today. This is kind of, I suppose in a way, a bit of a cheat video. But hello! Look, I'm waving to you all. Yes, we can do that in Minecraft. For those of you who've never played, although I doubt there are very few of you left in the world who have not played this game. So, anyway, to the point of this video, because as usual I like to ramble on, you can see a little structure down there. We'll get to that in a moment. The point of this video is basically to show off what I've been building in Minecraft. By the way, I'd like to also welcome you to the Minecraft Australia server. This is MCAU server. Here's everybody who's online right now. Hey guys, if you check out this video and you see your name in this list, say hi. Anyway, let's start off with showing you my lair. There is a nice little button over here. You probably didn't notice it until I looked at it just now, because if we step back here, just go back here, you can just barely see it. But anyway, oh, hang on, we got someone saying hello. G'days, FJ. I'm just recording a video. Happy winky face. FJ will probably get a nice little jump out of that one. I wouldn't be surprised if a few other people suddenly start saying all kinds of things. By the way, whatever anybody says down in the chat window here, just ignore. Unless, of course, it's amusing. But if it's something incriminating, just ignore it. And here's what we're doing. We are showing off my builds so far. Alrighty then. So anyway, to show you off my first build, we gotta hit this button right here. And oi, look at that. A low frame rate of doors opening. I don't know why. I keep actually looking at my camera, despite that you may have noticed there's no, I can't look up to the left. There's no camera up in the corner right now. But anyway, we'll hit that button and we'll go straight through these doors. It's always one of my favorite kind of door to build, is a nice hidden sticky piston door, as you may have known by the sound. But anyway, this is my lair. Oh, and there's the button to open the door from the inside. I had to put it on the floor because I didn't have space to put it on any of the walls. And you'll see soon in a moment. I basically, there you go, Farm Boy J is rather intrigued, I believe, by the idea of me recording a video right now. But anyway, like I was saying, this is my lair as it is so far. It is not yet actually complete. We are still waiting on a few banners to go up here in the entranceway. I'll have to gate crash the vid. So I think Farm Boy J, FJ, is planning on coming on in. Hang on. All good. You wanna have some fun? Go for it. Anyway, so yes, anyway, this is the entrance to my lair. Sorry, I'm gonna every now and then get a little bit distracted. We have a few, what would you call, plugins for this server. This device right here, for example, is an XP storage. I stand on this, and it blinks a lot more than that. Let me just check. I think we may be out of fuel. Yes, we are. Essentially, it's an XP bottler. We use a bit of glowstone dust in the bottom of the furnace there with some glass bottles. Jump on the button on top and it sucks the XP right out of you and sticks it in these nice handy little bottles. There's actually a good friend of mine who put that plugin in. His name is Ulara. He is one of the, I believe he's one of the moderators of this server. But he's also the one who's been trying to get me to jump on this server for years. So anyway, walking down the hall, as you can see, walk down the hall here, we can see a bit of lava down there, a couple little statues around the side. They're not yet dressed, but we will be dressing them up over time as I collect leather from one of my farms up top. You can most likely hear all those piggies being very noisy up there. There are cows up there as well. Oh, and sheep, as you may have heard. There's even some chickens. You'll hear them later. But we walk down the hall into this room. This is my forging room. Again, also not quite yet finished, but we've at least got all our crates in around the walls here. I've got a nice lovely waterfall running down the back with a bit of a water feature running up behind all of these pillars. And there's a little something there hiding a secret. We will show you that in a moment, just like everything else actually. And this wall will be lined with anvils for repairing things. So like I said, this is my forge room. This is also my garbage dump. The reason why I like building these nice lava waterfalls in these rooms is it gives me a place to throw things. For example, I'm just going to waste a torch. Put that there and throw it in. There you go, all gone. Wonderful, what a waste. So we go back up the hallway, and instead of going straight down, this time we will turn this way. So first we've got our first of my storage rooms, which is where I keep the first of my few things. Ooh, 1 minute left till the donation chest is empty. Let's quickly see what it's got. If there's anything useful I could use. No, there isn't. Doesn't matter. And then we've got this weird, mysterious door at the back of the room. We go in there and there is a redstone circuit. This is the circuit which controls the front doors. There you go, it uses a comparator, a couple of relays with a timer on them, just to make sure the door just takes a little bit of time for it to open. So that's one side of the circuit room. There's actually two sides to the circuit room for each side of the doors. In this door, we won't really bother going down there, but basically all the way down there is the mine shaft. But like I said, we're not going to go down there just yet. So continue down the hallway, and this is my favorite room. This is the meeting room. This is where I keep my doggies. Hello, doggos! This is where people can come in, sit down, and discuss things, which nobody ever does because, well, let's face it, I'm just one person in this entire server. But I like sitting in my chair and just looking awesome. Just look at that. Yes, we have a plugin, by the way. We have plenty of plugins in this game for doing all kinds of things. But we can just sit here in our chair and look awesome. You may notice, too, that my favorite colors to be using are purple and red, as is the colors on my jacket of my character. As a matter of fact, there's a little bit more about that jacket. The jacket is, in fact, Finn's jacket. FN 2187, I think it was. But Finn's jacket from Star Wars The Force Awakens. All I did was make it purple. So anyway, enough about this area. We'll jump out. Here are my doggies. I haven't yet given them a name. But hey, if you can think of a name, go ahead and put it in the comment section below. I've got at least 3 name tags so far. I just need 1 more, and we'll give these nice little puppos a name. Oh, and then we got a nice little bit of lava in the floor. This is just basically so that any of my henchmen who are sitting in here in a meeting with me can be reminded of the fact that beneath the floor is lava. And should they disappoint me, well, not much will happen because I haven't put in any remote control trapdoors. But they don't need to know that. They just need to live in fear. So continuing on, here is storage room number 2, and another door behind leading into the redstone circuit. So nothing really new there, and oh, we've sat down on the step. Get off the step, you silly bastard! Close that door. Jesus, what are you, living in a barn? Although we did leave these doors open. And of course, that's the other shaft down to the mines. Leads to the exact same place as the other one. I just decided, a little bit of symmetry, need one on either side. Plus, not to mention that on the other side of that wall is in fact the forge, so we can't go any further. Then we come into the farms, but beyond the farms, through this door, is my living quarters. There's a nice little bit of a clock up the top there, and the screen just went blank momentarily. We're still recording, and that's all that matters. But we can open up the shutters and we can view the outside world. And that's what used to be, in fact, my way of telling whether or not it was nighttime or daytime, until I finally put in a clock. But anyway, moving on. We'll close that door back into the farm. So this is the wheat section of the farm. I have a different section in each of these preceding rooms. This is the farm storage and crafting room. I need to actually put a door on this now that I think about it. Nobody said anything to me in a while, have they? No, sweet, good. I haven't been ignoring anyone. I have a bad habit of doing that. Next room, we actually have the carrot and beet farm. This is where we grow all our beetroot and carrot, and we are missing some carrots! Okay, all fixed. We'll just eat that. No, we'll toss it in the water. Yeah, we'll just toss it in there and forget about it. But yes, anyway, this is the carrot and beetroot farm, which is now fully stocked. And moving on, the final room of this top level of the farms is the cane room, where we grow all the sugar cane I need. I will in fact be coming back later to harvest all of this tasty, tasty sugar cane. Continuing on, we see a nice little stairwell here. We go down the stairwell, around and around, and try not to make yourself sick. Into the melon and pumpkin farm. This is where I grow all my melons and all my pumpkins, and behind here are my taters. This is where we grow the tasty taters. Taters? What's taters, precious? What's taters? Eh? But moving on, because my fiance absolutely hates it when I do that voice, but I love to do it sometimes just to get a little bit of a rise. And as you can notice, in the next room is a big, giant red mushroom. That's right, this is the mushroom farm. Only one mushroom at a time. As you can see, it is a little bit limited on space when there's a mushroom in here. Yup, and we didn't make it. Oh, well, never mind. So, you may be thinking, well, that's an impressive lair, Mr. Hopfot. Rather impressive indeed. Well, you'd be correct, but you'd also be wrong in assuming that's all there was. Another hidden door. Oh, and there's the circuit for it, because, well, I basically ran out of space and had no way to hide this. But that switch permanently opens the door. So, to continue up the ladder behind the hidden door, we open up this hatch and we end up here inside this mysterious room. What is this room? I don't know. What's going on? Whoa! I'm disoriented. This way! You can hear the cows now, too. So we continue up these ladders, going up. It's at this point, too, that we probably realize we are, in fact, in some form of a structure that is built vertically, also known as a tower. Continuing up the tower, we go floor by floor. All we seem to find is storage after storage after storage after storage. And finally, a room with no storage. This room is currently incomplete. It will be something eventually, but what will it be? Then we find another room with lots of storage and a crafting table. But what's that we hear? Is it a stampede? Is it not a stampede? Let's find out. It's not a stampede, it's a giant fire pyre. Fire. But don't look at that! We're not ready to look at that yet. Walking around the giant cauldron of fire pyre, we then make our way back down for the dramatic reveal of a ship. Why is there a ship at the top of this tower, you might say? You might notice the ship is in fact not yet finished. But this is no doubt some form of a ship of some form. It could be a pirate ship. It could not be a pirate ship. It could be a legally downloaded ship. Who knows? We climb up the top to the crow's nest to get a nice aerial view from up here. And there we go. Look at that. Basically, this is going to become what I like to call a skyship, or as some also call them, airships. I prefer the word skyship. It sounds a little bit more interesting. Essentially, what we're missing at the moment is a couple of nice, big, round, voluptuous balloons on either side. Let's just have a quick little tour of the ship. This is the captain's quarters, still yet to be completely furbished, but we at least have a table for him to sit and do whatever captains do while sitting. It could be pooping, who knows. A back deck to view the enemy that is coming up from the rear to do rather nasty things. No, get your minds out of the gutter. Now we will go upstairs first to the helm. This is the helm. We have just simply used a trapdoor to represent the wheel, since, well, I don't know of any other way to do that. I might get a coffee first. I think I need to region 2. Good luck, Berkey. I hope you enjoy your coffee. Anyway, downstairs here we have, I think it's called the bowsman, the guy who's second in charge on a ship. Anyway, this is the second in charge's quarters, and it leads out into this area, which will become both the storage deck and, which will become both a storage deck and a war deck, where we will be fitting dispensers to fire arrows at, well, Nobody, to be honest. And down to the next deck we have the living section, where a great big table for the entire ship to come and dine at sits. There will be plenty of beds around, and so on and so on. And let's go to the front of the ship here. We've got a little nook that just sits down here for pretty much no reason whatsoever. But down here, ooh, here we go. This is the bottom of the ship. This is where it all is going to happen. This will be, because it is an airship that floats in the air and does not sail on the ocean, this will instead become an engine room, where we will have an elaborate engine of doom. I really shouldn't do that too often. Anyway, so this is basically the ship. Well, this is not quite yet all my builds to date, as we have them. I've not yet submitted any of my builds to get myself promoted, as you can do in this game, well, in this server, but I will be eventually. And as we look over the edge of the tower here, you can see the farms down below. Down there be some moo-moos, over there some babas, here some oink-oinks, and somewhere over this way underneath that roof is cluck-clucks, also known as chicken ducks. But let's just jump down with this nice nifty compass device that teleports us around the place and gets you a nice good look at that tower. There she is. Is that not the most beautiful tower you have ever seen, apart from all those other ones that are so much better looking? Oh man, this voice is really hard to keep up with. But we're gonna get ourselves just another viewing angle just over here. There we go. We'll go up here, and there you are. And that'll get you a nice little view of the ship and the top of the tower with the flame above. Well, this has been a little video of my Minecraft builds, but it is still not over. That's right, I keep fooling you. We're just going to head over to this structure over here. I don't know who built this, to be honest. I've never really bothered to check. But there it is with the sun rising behind it. That great big square sun. Anyhow, let me show you to my next feature. Oh, wait, no, we got that wrong. There we go. My race course. My boat race course, in fact. In order to really experience it, we're gonna need a boat. Now, I've made this one to eventually become something of a communal thing for everybody to come along and enjoy. We flick this switch, and in 3 seconds the gates will open, and then we'll begin the race. So, let's get going in 3, 2, 1. Well, I was a little bit slow on the countdown there, but that doesn't matter. The first is the rock hazard. As we come around here, I think I called it the rocky curve, the rocky corner. I think I just simply called it rock hazards, where you've got to make your way around and dodge the rocks. This is kind of, in a way, a Mario style sort of race course, little obstacles in the way and all that sort of thing. It's not a proper real world race course. And here we have Waterfall Tunnel, filled with waterfalls. Now you can pretty much go through the waterfalls without any repercussions, but then that can happen. This is the hazard of the course. Where is my boat? There it is. We just grab that back real quickly there. There we go. Put that down. And off we go again. So yes, this is the Waterfall Tunnel, where you want to try and avoid overflowing your boat and causing it to sink. Then we just have a couple of curves to get around here, and one more big exit waterfall. Boom! Out into the Rapid Straits. That's what this area is, the Rapid Straits. As you can see, it's filled with whirlpools and waves and, well, just about all kinds of things that can really screw up your day. This is the final section to get through, the final set of hazards, right through those two rocks and around the bend. And then here we are, we come back to the beginning. I've still yet to work out a way to basically count laps and all that sort of thing, but there she is. So that, just grab that, and we gotta make sure we put this back. I will also be looking at putting in a couple of boxes here, one to sell boats and one to buy boats, so that you can essentially hire a boat. All you have to do is pay a security deposit that essentially, if anything happens to the boat, it's on you. Anyhow, there you go, that's it. Those are my builds in Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't, I'm not really surprised. This is kind of a cheap video for me to make. But, all is all, I will see you in the next video. Peace! You are the dumbest looking dirt pig I've ever seen.